Pop culture is more than just entertainment. It's a lens into society, relationships, and human behavior. I'm Grace, and here on the Grace Report, we dive into stories beyond the headlines. Whether it's reality TV drama, celebrity scandals, or royal family intrigue, I'm here to break it all down. What it means, why it matters, and how it reflects the world we live in. Join the conversation, share your take, and let's make sense of the culture shaping our lives one story at a time. Good morning, sunshine. How are y'all doing on this beautiful Tuesday? Y'all, you know what I'm looking at? I should bring it over. You know what? When we go to our commercial break, I'm gonna bring it over. I went to the store to pick up some extensions so I can have like my big curly hair again, right? Because I like having my hair out and everything. However, it's so much work. It's getting cold. I'm trying to warm my ears up, you know? So I went and I got a bunch of stuff. And so I'm looking at them. They're all the way on the opposite end of the room. So I'm going to have to go and get them when we go on commercial break. So I need somebody, please, when we go on commercial break and I have to drink more water, remind me that I also have to grab my extensions and show them to you. And I'm really excited about having my curly hair in. I think it's been at least at least 6 months since I've had them in, right? Like it's been quite a while. So I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, let's see who we've got with us for today's episode of the Morning Report. We've got Gala, first one in per usual. Nice to see you, boo. Ramster's back as well. Wow, where have you been? She's doing the dishes. And so on next Thursday, colonoscopy, maybe they'll find my bike. And some piece of chewing gum I swallowed in high school. A tad nervous, but hopefully it's nothing serious, not your bike. Oh my God. Well, you know what? Good luck with your colonoscopy. Could you bring your own lube? Good luck, Ramster. I hope everything goes okay. I hope I'm allowed to watch this during the procedure scheduled at 15:45. A whole day, no eating. Oh God. Oh Lord. We're going to keep you in our thoughts and prayers, and we're going to hope for the best for you on next Thursday, Ramster. Oh my God, comment tu m'as fait rire? You made me laugh so hard. Good morning, Kahara, Venetia, Jenny, Ali, Kaylin. So nice to see y'all. And Kayla, that beef was crazy. I don't know why Nicki Minaj became such a hater. Like, she used to be that girl, the queen. She revived female rap just to go down this route of just hateration and aligning herself with like actual perverts and deviants and whatnot is so freaking disappointing. And it's like Ali said, it's because Cardi's album dropped. It did amazing numbers, not quite as good as Nicki's numbers, but it was not even off by 100,000 units. And so Nicki has taken the opportunity to like go all in. Listen, I got all the screenshots. We're going to be getting into that. And it's really just embarrassing for Nicki. Oh, Lori White, thanks so much for joining us from the bushes. So nice to see you. Good morning, Portia as well. So nice to see y'all here. Ashley said she's going to be eavesdropping from the bushes. She's getting the kids ready for picture day. Oh, I love picture day. I know they're shining, hair's all done, teeth double, triple brushed. Love that. Good morning, Fluffy, Michelle, Acacia, Castle Magic. How are you doing on that spell for David? It's almost sentencing time. I hope he gets the maximum. Castle Magic, we're rooting for you. Good morning, my Canadian girl, Sarah Ann. So nice to see you. Shout out to my fellow Canadians over here. And Mexican Fairy as well. So nice to see you. Welcome. So nice to have you. And hey, Monica, good morning. And thank you. Guys, we got a lot to talk about in today's episode of the Morning Report, don't we? How shocked were you when you heard that Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman were separating? It looks like they might be heading towards a divorce even. And I am really, really touched by this news. Listen, do I listen to Keith Urban music? Do I listen to Keith Urban music? No. I couldn't even name a Keith Urban song. In fact, if you guys know any Keith Urban songs, please put them out here so that maybe let us know your favorite. Don't name just anyone. Let us know your absolute favorite. And then some of us, will be able to get into his music and see that's what he does, right? Like he's a musician and see what that's all about. Nicole Kidman, she's a fantastic actress. I've seen quite a few of her projects, and I think she has always done such a great job. These two have always seemed so supportive of one another across every red carpet in various media interviews and everything. So to hear that they have decided to call it quits is absolutely mind blowing. TMZ and People Magazine confirmed the news. TMZ's sources are saying that the couple has been living apart since the beginning of the summer. Nicole has been taking care of their two children and, quote, holding the family together through this difficult time since Keith has been gone. And apparently, she's been trying to save the marriage. So she's taking care of the kids alone while she's the one trying to save this marriage, and Keith is ready to bounce. The source says, and I quote, Keith has acquired his own residence in Nashville and has moved out of their family home. Guys, how long until he pops out with like a 25-year-old? Do y'all think that's what it is? Like the midlife crisis? Because, he is midlife, right? So do you think it's one of those things where he's kind of like, listen, I'm midlife. I did the whole marriage thing. My kids are 14 and 17. They could feed themselves, right? Like they could wipe their own behinds. It's time for me to do my own thing, maybe even do a 25-year-old or something like that. Like, is that the vibe anybody else is getting from this? Or do you think that something more serious went down behind the scenes? Like the love went away somewhere, like there was a big fight. I'm really, really curious about what potentially could have led to this, right? For him to throw away a marriage of 20 something years. Really, really, really brutal. I cannot even imagine the level of pain that Nicole is going through, especially considering the fact that she's still in love. Listen, sometimes after 20 something years, right? Or hell, even after 10, maybe even after 5, maybe even after a week of love, marriage, whatever, the love kind of fades a little bit or something like that. But in this story, it sounds like Nicole Kidman is very much still in love with this man and his haircut and wants to save this marriage. And I really hope that she is able, actually, I hope that she gets the best outcome. Let's say that. Because there's no use trying to hang on to somebody who's trying to get rid of you, right? If you guys watch Love is Blind, friends, one of those girls got married to a guy who just kept on trying to get rid of her. And then I guess he felt obligated to saying yes at the end because his grandma came all the way from, where was she from? Guadeloupe, to witness this wedding. She said, wow, I'm actually going to witness a wedding before I die of my grandson. This is amazing. And I think that's why he said yes to that woman who was like really into him, but you can tell he's not into her. So I really don't like those types of relationships for women. So that's why I can't say that I hope she's able to save this. I just hope that she's able to do well. I hope that she's able to, be loved the way that she wants to be loved. And I hope that she finds somebody who never wants to let her go, whether that's Keith, this haircut, or it's somebody else, So let's take a look, see what you guys have to say about it. Allie doesn't know this man. She's pulling a Mariah Carey, y'all. She does not know this man. Listen, I don't know his music. I don't know if he plays guitar. I don't know if he plays piano. I don't know. But I do know that he's a judge on one of those shows. I don't know if it's American Idol or The Voice or something. So maybe he's at least somewhat popular. I really do not know. Apparently he's a country singer or something like that. But that's the extent of what I've got on this guy. Monica says, I definitely think he's going to pop out with a girl in her early 20s, right? When will these guys realize that makes them look so damn old? Speaking of, let me tell you, y'all, listen, I went to the pharmacy yesterday. Like the responsible adult I am, I went to the pharmacy yesterday. And on my way out, what do I run into? A young girl. She appeared to be like anywhere from 25 to 30, right? What was the temperature like? The temperature was maybe like 19 degrees, right? So not hot, not cold. Ni chaud, ni froid. And she's walking around like, the Britney Spears Baby One My More Time music video, like with the gray schoolgirl outfit. And her skirt couldn't have been any longer than my iPhone, not my iPod. It couldn't have been longer than my iPhone. It was a very, very mini, the little pleated schoolgirl skirt. And you know whose hand she was holding? A senior citizen. She was all cuddled up on a senior citizen. And I was like, well, that's a weird way to announce that you're a PDF file. Okay. Like, ew, like these old guys with these young girls look so creepy. They look so weird. They look so unwell. They look like if it were legal, they'd go even younger, Like it's just not a good look. It's going to be so freaking embarrassing. Do you think he's going to go and like taper the sides of his hair? Because listen, he's had this haircut. He's like Lisa Rinna, right? He's the Lisa Rinna of like the music man world. He's had this haircut for like 50 years. Do you think that when he's trying to lure in a nice little 20 or 19-year-old or whatever, he's going to shave the sides, get a mohawk, or maybe just do the little haircut that all the young boys are doing, maybe get a little bit of a perm or something? Don't be surprised if you see this man completely change up his hair to try and pull a young tenderoni. Angelisa says, what the hell? I was in the waiting room until now. I thought we were still waiting for you to start. How much did I miss? Oh, no, girl. We just started. You did not miss much. All I said, and I keep looking at it just in case someone breaks in just to take my extensions. I went to the store to get my hair extensions, and then we started on the Nicole Kidman story. You didn't miss much, boo. How excited are you, by the way? Tomorrow it's October. You guys, Jaleesa is coming to Paris for, well, I don't want to give too much information. I don't want to blow up your spot, girl. But she's coming to Paris very, very soon, so she must be so excited. Megan says, oh, what a cute doggy. If you guys don't know his country music, he also judged several seasons. So it's American Idol. Thank you, including the season with Nicki and Mariah. Oh, he was there. Nice. He seems like a nice guy. That's why I'm so confused by all this, right? Very cute together, Sarah. And I do not understand. Linda says, during my divorce, I loved his song, You'll Think of Me. Well, look, hang on. Let me write that down here in my notes app. Keith Urban, You'll Think of Me, because I do not know any of this guy's music. So I'm really looking forward to discovering. Listen, him and that haircut. It's so like, give it a rest, like I know you like it, but it's time to change it up a little bit. Alex says, I thought he was a makeup influencer. A makeup influencer with that eyeliner job. Now I got to go see it. Anytime I see him, all I see is this one haircut. I didn't even know he was wearing eyeliner, but I see you're right. Oh, it's a little cunty. Yeah, you're kind of right, Allie. Like you have a good eye. It must be some kind of brown eyeliner that he is rocking. Speaking of rock, Ramster says he's a little bit country and she's a little bit rock and roll. Speaking of, what they are, when I was in the comment section on TikTok, I think it was, when this news was like, being discussed over there, people were saying, oh, now it's Nicole Kidman's chance to get with, I think his name was Jimmy Fallon. Do you guys remember Jimmy Fallon? What did Jimmy Fallon do? Damn it. Jimmy Fallon had Nicole Kidman on her show, and she told this story about how she was supposed to be set up with him, and she thought it was this whole date and everything. And then like he was just playing his video games in his hoodie, and he didn't make a move, and she was so disappointed. Listen, Jimmy Fallon's wife, you better lock him down. You better, start pulling new tricks on him, because maybe, just maybe, something better heat up over there. I'm just saying. I hope not, but there's a risk. I'm just joking. Good morning, Gwen. It's so nice to see you. Listen, once again, you guys, I'm really, really sad about this story. I like Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban together. Their children are, they're older now, but like still, they're young, right? This is still going to be something that impacts them very heavily at only 14 and 17 years old. I know one of their daughters, I believe it's the 17-year-old, has gotten into the modeling game these days. And so hopefully that's going to be occupying her time. But listen, like your parents suddenly divorcing, breaking up, anything like that is absolutely shocking and traumatic, right? Shemjem's back. Divorce is sad sometimes. I just returned from my 6th wedding anniversary weekend getaway to Chicago. Wow. You were in Allie's town. So nice to see. Not congratulations. Happy. Well, yeah, congratulations too. Congratulations on 6 years and happy wedding anniversary, Shemjem. What did you get up to over there in Chicago? I've heard so much about Chicago. Wait, I think I should add it to my list. Remember I told y'all that if I were to come back to the US again one day, I have to go to Alaska. I want to go to Texas as well, but I actually think I would want to go to Chicago too, because I've heard so many amazing things about that city as well. Very beautiful. I can't wait to see what you guys did, or to hear about it, if you feel like sharing anyway, Shem Jem. But again, happy 6th wedding anniversary. Absolutely beautiful. Now, You know what's not beautiful? Tyrese and this nonsense that he got up to. Apparently, this guy has some massive cane corso dogs, like those huge, like, picture those like three-headed dogs that Hagrid had in Harry Potter, like that type of thing. He had those, and he had been repeatedly warned to keep them in an enclosed space, keep an eye on them. They could be dangerous, right? But apparently, Tyrese decided to ignore all warnings. He used to regularly let these dogs roam around, apparently. And mind you, it's not just one or two. According to TMZ, he had 4 of them, right? And Fulton County Police Animal Service is now on the lookout for him. You guys, there is a warrant out for his arrest, specifically for animal cruelty. So police captain Nicole Dwyer told a local Atlanta news outlet that they received a call on September 18th from a neighbor of Tyrese who let his dog out at night and then came back to find it dead on the ground minutes later from an animal attack. Apparently, Tyrese had been warned multiple times by the police about his 4 cane corsos walking around the neighborhood unattended. Quote, "It is the negligence on his part as the homeowner and animal owner just letting them roam free," she said. And now they have killed an innocent animal. They got a warrant for his arrest. They searched his home on September 22nd, so just last week, but neither he nor the dogs were present at the home. So he's on the run, y'all. He is on the run. My Shayla. I can't believe it. This was so freaking preventable. So I cannot even say I feel bad for him. But can I ask you guys something? I kind of think he's a little like slow. Do you guys think that that's the case with him? Like, because who has these giant dogs? Have you guys seen these cane corso dogs before? Hang on. Let me see if I can find a photos of his cane corsos specifically. But these are big dogs. These are these not even bigger than pit bulls and whatnot? These are very, very big dogs. So the idea of allowing like 4 of them to just casually roam free like that is absolutely insane. In a neighborhood where families live, children live, people with dog phobias, just, even dog lovers don't want to see dogs like that, just walking around unattended. It was so reckless. It was so dangerous. And it was such a stupid decision for him to make. So again, I do not particularly feel bad for him about the fact that there is a current warrant out for his arrest. I think it was only a matter of time. He's lucky it didn't happen sooner. He's also lucky that this was not a person who was bitten and killed, because those charges would be a lot harsher if that were the case, right? Animal cruelty charges are already very harsh. Actually, not harsh enough, but they're already out there. But if it were some kind of like manslaughter charge or something like that would be even worse for Tyrese. This guy is always caught up in some mess. I really don't know. I really feel like he's not playing with the full deck of cards. I don't say that to be mean. I don't say that to be shady. I really truly think that the elevator just doesn't go all the way up to the penthouse suite for him. I don't even know if there's a penthouse suite up there. Just saying, right? So I did take a screenshot of some cane corsos that TMZ used when they broke the article. So let me go ahead and post that photo for you. So this is Tyrese next to some cane corsos. And of course, look what they did. They photoshopped, which was such a crazy thing to do actually, right? But all I thought was that they photoshopped some blood coming out of its mouth, just to be dramatic. But upon further inspection, does it all, okay, no. Okay, good. It's good. I almost thought that up there, you see that little glob above the blood? I thought they photoshopped a dog's leg to really be dramatic about it, like, dismembering and eating up another dog. But thank God they were just being dramatic with some fake blood on it. Tyrese, man, he can never seem to get it right. It's always one thing or another with this man. I really want to know what y'all are thinking. So let me know in the live chat if you're watching live, or in the comment section if you're part of my playback posse. Let's take a look at what you guys have to say about this situation. By the way, I'm drinking my water out of my Grace Report cup that one of you guys had gifted to me all those years ago. I love it, love it, love it. So let's see what y'all had to say about the Tyrese story. Good morning, Hamlet's princess. Nice to see you. Allie is not here for these dogs at all, at all, at all. And honestly, I do not blame her. Good morning, Emily. Charlotte, North Carolina in the house. Zach is here. Good morning. Good morning, Kristen from Texas. So nice. Oh, Emily's in North Carolina, but she's about to visit me. I love that. Some of you guys are like overlapping. Isn't it kind of cool to see, who also lives in your state, your city, or something like that? Did you see my comment about Keith's interview where he hung up on the interviewer after? No, I didn't see that. Is it further up in this chat? I could keep scrolling to see that comment because I absolutely did not see it, unfortunately. Armstrong says, as with Tom Cruise, she's more successful than her husband. She's such a hard worker. She put out like at least a dozen projects last year alone. Like she was in everything and she shows no signs of slowing down. And I love that about her. I really, really love Nicole Kidman. Shem went to a nice dinner at Planta Queen, did brunch at Roscoe's, spent way too many hours at Navy Pier, and also spent 3 hours in the Art Institute and still didn't see everything. Oh, what an itinerary. I love that. Just such a rich, culturally rich itinerary. Beautiful, Shem Jem. So glad that you guys got to enjoy your anniversary in Chi-Town. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm mispronouncing it. Oh, thank you. Cane Corso. Really? I thought it was King Corso. They're Italian dogs. Cane. Like cannoli? Like that? Let me see what y'all had to say about these damn dogs, by the way. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to catch up. Ali said a dog is a reflection of the owner. Lock them up. Have you seen that meme on TikTok? Lock him up. That's what I was thinking too when I saw him. I said, you know what? He deserves it. Lock him up. If you're leaving those giant dogs to roam around, you've been warned several times. Get out of here. You're not a victim. Megan says, I feel bad for the dogs. Probably will end up being put down. And that's what I fear too. I think he's fearing that as well. Or maybe he's waiting for them to like digest the dog that they ate so he can get rid of the evidence. But, maybe he's also worried that they're going to be putting it down, right? Which would be very, very sad. They don't deserve that. It's the owner who was supposed to be protecting everybody in that neighborhood, including the dogs themselves. Kahara says both parties are in the wrong because that man should have never left his dog without a leash. With Tyrese, they have leash laws here. That's the thing about these unleashed people. We have a lot of them here too, in Paris. These sidewalks, they barely fit two people side by side. And these people have their dogs walking around unleashed, just hogging up the place. And y'all know I love dogs, but I just cannot stand people walking around with these things unleashed. Like it's not safe. Sometimes they just jump out into the streets and stuff or right, into restaurants or stores or whatever at you. Like, leash your dogs for everybody's safety, but most importantly for your dog's safety, right? April says nobody will wins in this situation. His dogs may be euthanized and the neighbor lost their dog. Exactly. It's so, so sad and so preventable. Terry says that's the kind of dog you have to train. He's irresponsible, obviously. Look at his fathering. Oh. And that's the thing. How is he not scared? I would be terrified of a Cane Corso, let alone 4 of them untrained in my house. Like, imagine you're sleeping and you're the one that's woken up, getting chewed out by these dogs or something. That's crazy. Thanks, Kristen. I'll have to scroll up because I didn't see it, unfortunately. Okay, wait. There's and Julia's Italian, y'all. There's another pronunciation in the chat for, I say Cane Corso. What is it? Connie Corso? Is that Connie Corso? Okay. Connie Corso. I love y'all telling me how to, teaching me how to pronounce this because I had no freaking idea. Becky D says Tyrese is dumb about his dumbest character, Jody in Baby Boy. Yup. Period. I agree. He's just not, he's a disappointment. Let's just say, right? He's a sicko training dogs to do this. It feels like he didn't train his dogs at all, unfortunately, right? Kahara says, I was in Walmart last night, and there was a lady who had her dog just walking around. The dog came up to me. I'm like, lady, get your dog. Ew, not a dog in Walmart, girl. Oh, I don't like dogs in grocery stores. Leave them. No, because they want to come smell and drool on the things in the grocery stores. Speaking of Italy and dogs, they love dogs. You can bring them anywhere you want, even the grocery store, and I just cannot stand that. I don't think they have any place in grocery stores. Just saying. Shemjam also says, I don't respect people who let their dogs off leash all the time. My baby's in recovery. Oh no, by getting attacked by pit puppies. He's okay now though. So sorry. Shem, I didn't even know you had a dog. Wow, what type of dog do you have? And I hope your dog feels better soon. I really hate to see or hear about innocent dogs or people being attacked by unleashed dogs. It's not cool at all. Emily says, I've been researching dog training. Oh, wait, what is it? Cane Corsos are very difficult and aggressive. I don't know why these types of dogs, attract certain people. I feel like to have a dog like this, or like a pit bull, or any of these kind of like high conflict dogs, or dogs that can be very dangerous if they snap. You should be a very, very disciplined person who's on top of their education and everything like that, right? Making sure that they're not loose cannons, right? But unfortunately, a lot of people who do not care at all are attracted to these kinds of dogs, maybe for like the way it makes them look or something or feel, but it's just not cool. Listen, y'all, we're going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to hear from some of our sponsors. I'm going to go find my curly hair extensions for you. And then on the flip side, we're going to get into the beef between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Nicki Minaj is crashing out because Cardi B's album did really well on the charts, not quite as well as Nicki's. However, it did really well. I'm going to find the exact numbers, but I think Cardi B's album sold about like 199,000 first week or 200,000 first week versus Nicki Minaj's 276,000. Again, the difference is negligible. It actually should be a bigger difference, right? With how big Nicki feels she is and how long she's been in the game. But she's taking that as a massive victory and using it to denigrate Cardi B. And Cardi B was not taking it lying down. And we're going to get into that, okay? If you're enjoying today's episode of The Morning Report, please don't hesitate to go ahead and give it a thumbs up so YouTube knows you enjoy my content, and I'll be right back. The Morning Report is brought to you by Philo. Watch your favorite shows and movies from over 70 different channels, including MTV, TLC, WeTV, and more for only $28 a month. Get a free trial today by clicking the link in the description box of this video to get your free trial up and running. Tired of learning languages in boring, frustrating ways? Try TalkPal. TalkPal is your personal AI language tutor. It teaches you languages in fun, engaging ways. It gives you real-time feedback, assesses your pronunciation, and the learning process is personalized just for you. Join millions of other learners and start your language learning journey today. Voila. And we are back, you guys. And I agree wholeheartedly. Okay, look, you guys, I'm going to open it up for you. This is what I got. It's too long, though. It's 28 inches. I'm sorry. I'm not rocking 28 inches of hair. I picture when hair is too long, I'm like, what happens when you're on like the toilet or something? And is it like sitting in the toilet or like on the rim of the toilet? Is it in the water when you shower? Is it touching like the back of your kneecaps? Like, oh, no, I don't like it when it's too long. So I'm getting this done on Thursday morning, you guys, FYI. Back to the curly hair, and I'm really excited about it. So there you go, a little extension unboxing on today's show. Ramster says in Berlin, dogs are allowed almost everywhere. How's Berlin, by the way? I hear like mixed reviews about it. People either love it or hate it as like tourists. I'm so curious about Berlin. I haven't been there yet. Shem says, I have a mini poodle beagle. Oh, that sounds so cute. He's about 24 pounds, and I got him at the local animal shelter almost 2 years ago now. He's so cute. He sounds cute. I love poodles and I love beagles. So what a fantastic mix. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh la la. What's his name? You know what? I feel like you like keeping us on the edge of our seats. You're spoon feeding, or is it called drip feeding? You're drip feeding us info. What's his name? What's his blood type? Okay, I'm looking for a comment that one of my lovely co-reporters had made earlier about Keith Urban cursing out some kind of journalist when the journalist was asking him about his relationship with Nicole Kidman. So that co-reporter is Kristen. Kristen, I did not see your earlier comment. I don't see it at all. So sorry. I don't know why, but I'm not seeing your earlier comment about that at all. I just like went through the whole chat log and I don't see it, unfortunately. Oh, lordy. So he's not like a good guy. I heard, speaking of like leaks or whatever, I heard that like somebody leaked that Ryan Reynolds was in the background cursing out Blake Lively on some kind of like a call with somebody. I saw him being really rude to Eugene Levy as well on the red carpet. It feels like there's a lot brewing when it comes to Ryan Reynolds as well. Angie's here. Hey, boo. Oh, man, I'm at breakfast with my hubby. He's only off 2 days. He works 60-hour weeks. I'll be back. You need to get him into the Grace Report. This is a nice activity for couples to get into together. I'm joking. I'll be back later. Just wanted to say, hey, so nice to see you as always, Angie. Thanks for popping in. Now, you guys, why don't we get into the beef between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj? It'll never end. And I hate that. These two, they did a song together with the Migos and everything. It was a fantastic song. They could have been a force together. I hate that. Every time there are two women in an industry. By the way, speaking of, are you guys watching that new Netflix show, Hitmakers? It is so good. I love it so much. And this reminds me of that show because there's two women, there's more, but of course it's the whole, do these two women secretly hate each other? Are they catty type thing? And I really dislike that trope, right? Because I feel like men are not really set up to have these kinds of tropes, whereas women are, and I'm over it. It's so 1990, like let's find something new, right? But that show, you guys, it's a bunch of songwriters, like incredible songwriters who have written for your favorite artists, some of your favorite songs, in like assorted writing camps. 7th Streeter is in it too. And they're making all sorts of music on the fly, same day together. They're It's so good. So in the first 2 episodes, they're writing for John Legend. Then they're writing for Shabuzi. Like they're going to be writing for a bunch of different artists. And it is just the coolest, like new show. I love music so much. I love the lyrics and everything. And, just seeing and hearing about how people are so creative to be able to come up with this sort of thing is just so freaking fascinating. Like they really do try to minimize the drama. Of course, they did try to have that, like, pitting the girls against each other sort of a thing, but it was very quickly squashed, right? And that's what I'm really loving right now. It's called Hitmakers. It's on Netflix and it is totally, totally, totally worth watching. Really, truly love it. Now, you guys, let's get into the Nicki and Cardi of it all. I'm going to bring up the tweets, okay, that started it. Ugh. Nicki, you already lost so bad to Megan Thee Stallion, right? Do y'all remember where Nicki Minaj was upset because Megan Thee Stallion, she finally clapped back at all of like the shade that Nicki had been throwing over the years, right? In her song, what was it? Hiss or something like that. I got to listen to that song again for good measure now. It was so good. I listened to it nonstop. But in it, she says, these hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law, which is about, it's a law that protects victims against predators. And Nicki has an unnatural allegiance to predators, right? Her brother and her husband. And so she snapped, she spiraled so hard over this, bullet fragment, get up on your good foot, all sorts of like really weak disses that just did not land at all, right? So you would think that would keep her off of the Twitter streets and out of the Twitter beefs, but no, Cardi had to go and snatch her out. Let's take a look. Nicki tweeted, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, pregnant, play with this bussy. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, surgery to look like me. Tell the rat and tell Jay-Z. Rico fraud and perjury. Really, girl? We're still on Jay-Z. What is with her and Jay-Z? I don't understand it. It's so strange. Anyway, she also posted a series of tweets congratulating herself on her success in music. That's the thing. Nicki has had a lot of success. She is a very, very successful rapper. There's nothing against that. Nobody's ever going to deny that. That's what makes this all the more sad, right? So one of her fans says, despite false reports, Nicki Minaj is the only female rapper to have an album cross 200K units first week this decade. But, I'm pretty sure it was said that Cardi B had 200K. And then she posted a picture of herself on the throne. Then she reposted a tweet that said, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength and shall mount up on wings like an eagle that soars. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Really, they that wait on the Lord, and you're using that in reference to a woman who makes fun of gun violence victims, who funds the defense of multiple ex-offenders and whatnot, who defends, like, what? Like, that's what we're using God on? Okay, right? And then she also tweeted lyrics, a song with lyrics, damn Billboard, I mean, I'm winning, but I'm still bored. Again, her album did really well. Over 200K units. I think it was around 270 something. But so did Cardi B's. Cardi B's album sold 200K first week. It's already 2 times platinum. So this is just not making any sense at all, right? All of the hatred and weirdness towards it. And mind you, Nicki has been in the game far longer than Cardi B, right? And so she just continued to make fun of Cardi B. She shared photos of Cardi B as Barney. She tweeted raw dogging pregnant with the 4th baby, Barney BBV, HPV, allegedly. And then a picture of Jay-Z in a pink wig crying over lost money, I guess. The picture on the bottom right was Cardi B when she got that knot on her head after the fight at the Met Gala after party or something like that. Yeah, the people in the comment section were not here for it. They said it was lame. Nicki, you did great. Cardi did great. There's no need for all of this. This is so weird. This is so embarrassing. This is so lame. Absolutely lame. She also posted a photo of an eagle, by the way, right? If you see here, the bird that Cardi B used was a crow. And eagles fly higher than crows, and that's how they're able to fight them off, so to speak. Crows can never catch up with eagles. So that's why Nicki Minaj tweeted that, right? So Cardi B caught wind of Nicki Minaj trashing her, and she decided to clap back on her own Twitter, you guys, saying, you must have missed me, huh? Crazy. How crazy? Now kiss my feet. Nothing more annoying than a bored bitch. The power I have. Make these bees come out of rehab every time. Go to your effing room. Cocaine Barbie. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, your man has to snatch coochie. Coochie tastes like honeycomb. Your bro be touching 12-year-olds. That tweet alone ended this whole thing. Nicki, you cannot be coming for people when you are aligned with predators through marriage and by blood. Stop it, right? Damn, she was streaming Magnet hard as hell, huh? Because the flow, the ABCDFG stuff that Nicki Minaj was using came from that song. So she kind of low-key admitted that she was a fan of Cardi B and her mixtape and her music, right? And so Cardi B retweeted her own stans. So one of her stans says, Cardi B is now the only female rapper in history to debut her first 2 albums at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. So what do you mean first 2 albums? Okay, yes, I see what it means. Well, didn't Nicki Minaj too? Like the Pink Print, like that did crazy numbers, right? And whatever she released afterwards. So I'm quite surprised that Cardi B's the first one. I would have thought it would have been Nicki Minaj. I would have thought it would have been Lil Kim, or you know what I mean? Like a Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott was that girl back in the early 2000s for us as far as female rap was concerned. And by us, I mean my sister and I. Get your freak on, get your freak on, get your. Oh, we loved ourselves some Missy Elliott. The RIAA, which certifies albums, says the drama just doubled platinum. Sorry, just doubled Cardi B's Am I the Drama is now officially a 2-time platinum certified album. She did that within just a week or 2 of dropping, which is absolutely amazing, especially in today's age where people are not really buying albums like that. So again, Nicki's disses are falling extremely, extremely flat because Cardi B's album, by all measures, was an absolute success, right? It was a smashing success. And so Cardi B did not stop there. She also continued, hey, I was really just baking ribs and making blondie brownies, and here come this bee bothering me on a damn Monday. Why do you keep bringing up my album? It's not the gag that you think it is. You've been in the game like 16 years. You need to compare yourself to your peers that started around your time. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake, those are the numbers you need to be competing with, and you can't because you're doing lower than all of them. I was in high school when you came out. What the F are you comparing yourself to me for? Which is a great point, right? Like Nicki had a 16-year head start, and she's not winning by much. Like they're in the same level, despite the fact that Nicki's peers are doing better. Mind you, Rihanna hasn't released a song in like 10 years, so I wouldn't even mention her. Cardi says, all right now, or sorry, an album. This is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like you wasn't going to different fertility. Oh, this gets ugly, you guys. It got a little ugly here. Just saying. All right, now, this is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like you weren't going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce from all of them Percocets scrambling your eggs. Ooh. Not allegedly. Lord protect my babies. Oh, Lord have mercy. HPV allegations, scrambled eggs from Percocet allegations. Things got extremely ugly between these two ladies over what was supposed to be a beautiful moment. Nicki should have just stayed quiet. She should have shut her mouth. She should have ate her food. But then she went and put herself in this position. Remember how Nicki tweeted Jay-Z in a pink wig to make fun of Cardi B? Look what Cardi B clapped back with. Nicki's ex-offender brother, his ex-offender mugshot, wearing a pink wig. There you go. Mic dropped again, right? Nicki, you cannot come for people. Not when you're linked to so many creeps and weirdos and losers. You cannot come for people. A mess. Let me see what y'all had to say about this. Playback Posse, I'm going to get back to you in the comments section, but I want to see what the live chat had to say. Michelle said, oh, not the HPV. I know. Where is this coming from? And you know what? Cardi B is like my age, right? Like 32-ish. And I love your new photo. Your hair looks absolutely beautiful, Michelle. Oh my God. I love those curls. Beautiful. I'm so distracted. I forgot what I was going to say. Cardi B, she's about my age. And listen, weren't we vaccinated for HPV and these hepatitis things and stuff like that? So, yeah, the HPV, isn't that something that Tasha K was saying, that she had HPV, she had herpes and all this stuff, and it wasn't true. And then that's how she lost that multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Right. Nikki says, Jaleesa says, Nicki always sounds like a damn crackhead. She does. She just sounds like somebody who's just scratching the walls, until her fingers bleed or something like that. You know what I mean? Ooh. Hey, Star. Star says, ma'am, you had surgery to look like you. Exactly. We know where that booty came from. Like those little basement fillers and whatnot. And listen, her face card is lethal. Nicki is absolutely stunning. And that's what makes me so upset. Like, she's so beautiful. She's so talented. She's so successful. Her music is so good. Why is she doing this? Like, why does she turn herself into kind of like a loser, like a bitter loser? I hate that. Hate that so much. Right. Thank you, Sarah. That's so nice. I was like, I thought you were talking about Nicki. Thanks, girl. That's so nice. Thank you. Shem says, Nicki got to leave Cardi alone now. It's too much. And I agree. Rancher had a comment about the Tom Cruise. About the Nicole Kidman, Keith Urban separation. Maybe Tom Cruise will offer Keith an honorary Scientology membership. Run, Keith, run far away. Terry says the trope is tired, but that Foxy Brown Lil Kim era was super lit. Why is it? I don't remember. I didn't know they were beefing. I'd have to go back and see. I don't know any Foxy songs, but that reminds me of Trina. I like Trina's music as well too. When she worked with Kelly Rowland, here we go again. Now you're telling, that song. Terry says Nicki needs to leave that snow alone. I agree. Like, something's off. And I hate that. She really made me love rap. Not just female rap, but rap, and so just to see her go down like this is so sad. Shem says, and I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj's music, but I'm not a fan of Cardi B's music, but I really respect her work ethic and her grind. She isn't Nicki's peer. She shouldn't even be comparison or beef. And I'm glad she said that too. She came out like over a decade after Nicki. Nicki, it looks weird on you that you're competing with her. Sorry, but it does, right? And it is, Terry. I was wearing the hell out of that song when it came out. And now this beef reminds me of it. You know what I'd love to see? Because I know Cardi and Megan love each other so much. And they already did fantastic on WAP. Why don't they link up together and do their own diss track together? Ooh, that would be so good. Do y'all remember when Justin Timberlake, Nelly Furtado, and Timbaland linked up to create a diss track? What was it called? I forgot what it's called. But you guys remember the song? Timbaland was everything that year. Same with Justin Timberlake and Nelly Furtado. But they made that diss track. I would love to see these two, maybe even get Beyonce in there, because Nicki keeps coming for B's husband, right? But get them all together, create the ultimate diss track against Nicki, and that would be chef's kiss. And I agree, Star. I can't say I love her, though, because I really do not like the way that she has defended and aligned herself with like those creepy people in her life. But she is a mean girl, and I used to like her so much, right? Cat, rat, sat, hat, weak lyrics. bullet fragment, like get up on your good foot, like it just sounds like the musings of a madman. Gwen says, I was done with Nicki when she married that dude and defended him. Yup, she spiraled ever since. Same here. April doesn't want us to write her off, though. Not like Kanye. Listen, she hasn't committed the same offenses, but she's still, I don't know. For me, it just gets harder and harder to like people's music when like the character is so shaky, like, but she's still talented. I'll still say that, but it's just ruined it for me. Becky says she'll probably get, are you Becky with the good hair? Because if so, I just want to talk to you for a minute. Drop your address. She'll probably say that same line on the next couple of albums. She will. There was a time for Nicki. She can't evolve. She needs to stop with her corniness. And I agree. Disappointing stuff. Well, what can you do? Right. Megan says Cardi on that witness stand made me like her even more. She was hilarious. How do you know she's big? Oh, hey Amanda, nice to see you, boo. Good morning, and good morning to Summer Breeze as well. Nice to see you too. Happy Tuesday, ladies. Zach says one thing about Cardi is she will not back down and let you stomp all over her, and I love that about her. It's so important to be that way in life. You cannot let people walk all over you, right? Let them do it once, and boom. Right? It'll never end. Lisa says, you ain't got no money. I forgot the other lyrics. Yeah. What is, in Justin Timberlake's verse, y'all, please help us out. He's like, could you speak up? It's hard to hear you. We missed you on the charts last week. That's right. You wasn't there. What's that song called? If you see us in the club, we'll be done. We want to see y'all rock. Give It To Me. I think it's called Give It To Me. Is that it? That was a diss track, you guys. So Justin Timberlake was dissing Prince. I don't know where he got off dissing Prince. Nelly Furtado, I don't know who she was dissing, right? And then Timbaland, I don't know who he's dissing, but like, I just remember liking that song. And thank you, Sarah. It's so nice to have you here. Thank you. Jaleesa, Summer Breeze says, Nicki just starts fighting everyone. Cardi, Ice Spice. Exactly. And I hate that. Like, it would be so good to have an ultimate Lady Marmalade style song, just of all the ladies of rap together, just doing good, so I hate so much the fact that she fights with all the ladies in rap. You need to have allies. What are you doing? Oh, anyway, speaking of ladies who beef with everybody, why don't we get into the Lala stuff, right? Because I posted this to my channel members yesterday because I was so shocked when I saw Lala Kent from Vanderpump Rules post this particular photo of herself with her former co-star, Katie Maloney's ex-husband, Tom Schwartz. And the caption that she posted, to get tongues wagging, get people wondering if the two of them are an item. Okay, so here's the photo of them. Here's the caption, soft launch. That typically means that you're letting people know that's your man, right? Like so soft, it's not even real type soft. AKA, it's not my man. We're just trolling. But why are you doing this? I know she wasn't friends with Katie, but like, why are you doing this with her ex-husband? It's weird. This man trashed her so bad on the show. He called her a wannabe Kardashian. He said he was grossed out and wanted to gag when he looked at her and her fake lips. Y'all remember that? How bad he was to her? And now she's all posted up with him. I think that Lala is spiraling right now because she was not chosen for the third season of The Valley. And I think that at this point, she's trying to do any and everything she can to be chosen for that show. Tom Schwartz, we did see her film a little bit in season 2, right? Just like Tom Schwartz as well. Tom Schwartz, he has some tie-ins to the group, especially through Jax Taylor. However, Jax Taylor is no longer going to be there. He was fired. So I don't know if we're going to continue to see him in season 3. But I think she's trying to like tie herself to him as a potential in like, oh, this could be an interesting showmance situation. And I don't know that anybody's really interested in it. This would be so grimy on their part. Listen, I think it's so gross when you date people that like you've been in the company of, that you've traveled with, that you've hung around with. while they're dating somebody else, whether or not that person's your friend. That's just how I feel. Like if we're in a friend group and I'm not particularly close to you and that's your husband, and I've always known you guys together for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Oh my God. The idea of going and dating that person after you would just gross me out. Like I would feel so weird. I really don't. Oh, she's on it. Oh God. Well, way to ruin my day, Jaleesa. I don't even want to continue. Are you like really like as a regular? I don't like Lala. When she first came on to Vanderpump Rules, I thought she was refreshing and exciting. But the way she just domineers over these conversations, she gets really aggressive and I just don't like it. I don't find her enjoyable. I don't find her funny. I don't find her cool. I don't find her clever. I'm really disappointed that they put her for another season. Oh, you know what? Let's get into her beef with Sheena then, because maybe this is going to help Sheena get onto the show, since apparently Lala's has made it onto season 3 and not Sheena. Well, Lala has announced her beef with Sheena, you guys. And again, I think a lot of this is just for the purposes of the show, right? They're probably going to have to confront this on the show. So she has confirmed via her podcast that she is not on the best terms with Sheena. And it's because Sheena was very mean to her publicly because she did not post promotion or encouragement about Sheena's book on a timeline that Sheena wanted. Lala did post positive words and notes and everything about the book. She promoted it and everything like that. But apparently it's not what Sheena wanted on the timeline that Sheena wanted. So I'm going to let her explain that to you on her podcast. Here, you guys, it should happen around the 24-minute mark. So this was on the bonus episode that she aired just yesterday called Lala's Confessions.
Wherever you get your podcast, people call them murderers 10 years later.
We're going to get through her ads.
I want my kid to always be prioritized, and my kid enjoys Summer Moon. Sheena and I are in a very strange place. But there was a shift where I kind of went, I don't know about this. I love her. She's like family. I am very disappointed on how she has gone about certain things. She and I are obviously not in a great place. She said it put friendships into perspective based on who posted her book. She didn't talk about the times that I've sat in a car and cried with her about the situations that she wrote in her book. She didn't talk about the message that I sent to her about how fucking proud I am of her, that she wrote this book, put her heart out there, and made it to the New York Times bestseller list. That is not easy. But because none of that was public, it's not good enough for her. And I want to shake her at times. Because in the past 2 years, I have had to do a lot of soul searching, and I have had to own my part in a lot of situations that I didn't want to own my part. I wanted to place blame. I wanted to say, but you did this. We have come a long way. With Sheena, I want to shake her because it's like, you have a husband who's absolutely wonderful. He may not have done wonderful things, but he has made massive changes for you. And that's a beautiful thing. You chose to stick with him. That is absolutely incredible and wonderful. You have a beautiful, healthy little girl. You've got both your parents. Your sister's cool as fuck. What are you so mad about all the time? You made your book hit the biggest fucking list that a book can possibly hit. You've got a fantastic podcast. Why do you continue to try to scrape at the bottom of the barrel to find the shit? I want her to take a moment to self-reflect and figure out what makes her tick and what keeps her happy, genuinely happy. This is all going to fade. There's going to be a day, y'all, where no television show exists. The podcasts are over. The brand deals are done. No one gives a fuck about Instagram. What do you want? When it's all over, how do you want your life to be? I want to shake her. I have fucked up in the past. So have you. The difference is I don't point out every fuck up that you have because it's not worth it, because I know you're a good person. You should know I'm a good person. It makes me so just... Like, you think I just bought a house next to you because I just thought that would be fun? No, that means I fuck with you really hard. And we should have duked this out behind the scenes. And my friendship to you should not be based off of if I posted your book in the proper timeline. You're setting me up for failure every time. And let me be very clear, y'all. I posted the book. The book was posted. She's upset that I didn't post it in the proper timeline. I am not a robot. You don't click in what you need from me. I'm a person with a life. I posted the book when you announced it for a pre-order, and I did post the book when I got it. But nothing I do or anyone else does will ever be good enough. And I really, really hope that she can take a moment to reflect on why that is. Sheena, I love you. I'm sorry if I've fucked up. What advice would you give to women who want to have a child on their own?
So there you go, you guys. There's beef between Lala and Sheena, whether or not it's real, true, authentic, grass-fed beef, or if it's just a storyline for the show, remains to be seen. but it really seems as though she is looking to have a sort of moment, right, for season 3 of The Valley. Again, this photo with Tom Schwartz also further confirms it for me. I will say though, you guys, I would not be surprised if they've slept together, but even that I can barely see. I think that Lala's like true type is the guy that we saw her with like in season 11 of Vanderpump Rules. Remember like the black guy? I forgot like what his name was, but she met this guy and she seems to like really be like, you know, vibing with him and stuff. I don't really see her being into like, you know, the goofy type, the Tom Schwartz type at all. I wouldn't be surprised though if we saw her with another old man eventually, but I hope that she learned her lesson about that because, you know, listen, the sprinkle girlies are always saying, go get yourself a nice old man, get yourself a nice, you know, obese man. And look what happens every time. These girls get played. They get played. And it's so sad to see, you know, someone as beautiful as Lala get played by a literal like troll, you know, insane. And what money did she walk out of that with? None. You know, very sad. Allie's not here for it. She doesn't think it's real. I think so too. I think it's for the storyline, especially because Sheena's husband, Brock, is kind of like a surrogate dad for her daughters as well. And so I think all of this is concocted to help Lala on The Valley, potentially to get Sheena onto The Valley, and also to help keep talking about Sheena's book. How many times did we mention Sheena's book in that, you know, speech, right? Leilani with her beautiful name is here. I just got the last part of your live. Not my live, girl. Girl, there's still more to come. There's still more to come. Don't worry. My live. I'll take what I can get. I'm a big part of the Playback Posse. Have a great day, Grace. Well, I'm so happy to see you here, Leilani. Thank you for joining, and thanks for being part of the Playback Posse as well. Jaleesa says, the Dawn. Ali says she's like a man. She likes a man she can steal culture from. She's going to be taking notes on the side. She said, oh, and your people do what now? What's that about the legs? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me for another episode of The Morning Report. I had a really great time chatting with you guys as usual, and I'm really looking forward to being back again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk more about the day's hottest stories. Tomorrow is October, you guys. Everything is coming together finally in October. I'm really excited for changes that are going to be happening to the channel. So stay tuned for all that sort of information. Channel members, I'm refilming my Janelle video for you guys because I was not able to recover the audio. So I'm going to be refilming that video for you guys, okay? Keep an eye out. It's going to be coming out today. See y'all soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, you guys. Bisous. Bonne journée.